Welcome back, guys, and today we are here with one of the weirder decks that I've ever uploaded on this channel. This is, and I mean I've played a lot of shit decks on this channel, but this is Temur Fog. It's the name I'm affectionately calling it for the title. Anyway, I can't think of a better name for it, but it's an interesting deck. Basically, it's built around these three enchantments winning you the game. So you have Fevered Visions for burn, along with Dynavolt Tower. And then, of course, you have the Confligate Sphinx's Tutelage, just being able to mill people out. So, I mean, you've got them 6 enchantments, and then some of the more lesser known cards from the expansion was Commencements of Festivities, which is basically a fog, except it doesn't work with creatures. So, I mean, it's in your favor anyway, because it means you can block like favorably, and then you don't take any damage anywhere. But it's basically a more expensive fog at this point. And then, as I'm sure you can see what the deck's doing here, we have 8 fog effects. So we shore up, we get one of our enchantments / artifacts down, and then we just win the game by fogging them so they can't attack us. And then apart from that, the deck it's just mostly card draw and ways to fetch up our win condition. So you've got Glint Escrane, it's a 2 mana 1/3, which you look 4 deep for an artifact, and the only artifact in our deck is Dynavolt Tower. So I'm running it over Talon Time. Talon Time is more versatile, so maybe Talon Time is better, but I like this guy just because he's a 1/3 flying, which means it can peck at Planeswalkers. Because like, obviously, if you're just fogging them all day, they're going to ultimate a Planeswalker. And I mean, some of the ultimates aren't problematic, like Nissa or like Nissa or Tamio, but you know, there's problematic ones. You know, I'm trying to think of one like Chandra, for example. So it's good to be able to peck at the Planeswalkers whose ultimates matter. And then apart from that, I mean, look at this, we have the 4 taken inventories with 4 cathartic reunions, which work fantastically well together. You just discard a couple taken inventories, see you next. When you find the others that become better, there's our enchantments. Sweeper wise, we run 2 Radiant Flames and 3 damage because we're a 3 colour deck. And then we have Kozilek's Return. Most of the time I'm just going to be discarding this in some way because I have these 3 powerful cards up top. Vexing Scuttler is the one I'm sure everyone's aware of. It's in here because it's a way to get back a fog from our graveyard, and it triggers Kozilek's Return's second ability. As you can see here, whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell with Convert Mana cost 7 or greater, you get to nuke the board. So I think that's really nice. It's why I'm essentially in red instead of black, along with, I mean, obviously all the other cards as well. More card draw, and then the rest of the way is just Recursion, which is just Torrential Gearhulk, get back a spell, Green Warden, get back a spell, and then Ulamog up top again to trigger Kozilek's Return and a way to deal with just anything really. And then the man, we just run all the dual lands and then 3 Aether Hubs. So I mean, like I said, we've got a win condition. We can either burn them out with Dynavolt Tower with all the energy generation from Fog, or we can just calmly kill them with Mill. Mill is my preferred way from my experience of this deck. That's how I found I've won most of my games. But if you get like double or like a few visions out there, Dynavolt Tower becomes very powerful. And I don't know, I've only played against the AI. I played 1 match online and I did win it, and I've played like 6 against the AI. I haven't lost with the deck yet, but that is fine. No, I mean, we're just assuming that no one runs enchantment / artifact removal, otherwise we just lose. But that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that these relatively low ranks that people just haven't figured out the power yet. We can't keep this hand. We can, however, keep this is insane, but we're gonna keep it. I might discard 1 tutelage. I'm not sure. We'll see what we draw on our draw step before we decide what we're gonna discard here. Our opponent leads the Thriving Turtle, so it looks like we've got the. I don't know. I doubt he's using. No one's going to attack with the turtle. If he uses the energy attack with the turtle, I'm 100% fine. Okay, yeah. So we're going to take inventory here. I know this looks weird, but because I want to get the tutelage down before I Cathartic Reunion. It depends how much pressure this guy puts on. Whether I go double tutelage then Cathartic Reunion, which is draw 3, so that'll mill my opponent for a lot. And it looks like they're off to a relatively slow start, and he is actually going to use the energy for the turtle. So I'm fine with that. I guess it's now a Radiant Flames range, so I've just been counter-decked. But we get to go turn 3 Tutelage. Unfortunately, he's playing green, which means we're going to get eaten by a Reclamation Sage here, 100%. But Seslavi, nothing we can do about it. If they, like I said, if they have enchantment remove, I'll just blame matchup and move on to the next game. And I suppose here I do have the second Tutelage, which is rare, which means it might not be all is lost if he does. Okay, he's definitely playing like some sort of dedicated energy green blue deck. But at the end of the day, this turtle is more of a defensive card. I mean, I know it's got 2 power now, which for a 1-drop's not bad, but I'm not feeling the heat yet. Basically, I'm feeling right now. I just dropped the second Tutelage here. I've got 1 Commencements of Festivities in hand, so yeah, I'm feeling this is gonna be a mill game. I think we can get out the Dynavot Tower later on. I think rather than. I mean, we've already got 1 Tutelage out there. We might as well get the second one off and try and get this Dynavot Tower combo off. I mean, get this Cathartic Reunion going. Like, even if they wreck Sage us here, we still have 1 Tutelage, and I'm fine with that. What did we mill? We should pay attention. A Ovaya Pashari Sage Lifecraft Tale is the official pronunciation. That's a good card. I'm tempted to build a deck around that thing. Well, not around it, but with it. And now we're at the stage where we need to start digging for our fogs. Like, our opponent's not been off to the most aggressive start, but now they're hitting us for like 8 a turn, which is getting a bit. And luckily they're green-blue, which means they're not going to have any burn, but it does mean we have to be careful. And like next turn we should be golden. We can Cathartic Reunion and okay, there we go, another fog effect, perfect. So yeah, we're going to discard land and Dynavot Tower. This isn't a Dynavot Tower game. This is definitely a mill game. So we go bang, and we should draw a second land. I'm not doing bad on colours either way, so not too worried. And then we get to hit them for 6 here, which is nice. We've got 3 fog effects in our hand now, so our opponent should be under quite a bit of pressure here, hopefully. Although we haven't actually hit for doubles yet, which is annoying against a 2-colour deck. You can normally gather on hitting, and we did not hit once there. What did we get though? Aethertheurus, Nissa. Let's hit Aethertheurus again. Yeah, it's a scry one. You just run vehicles. Go keep in mind out for this one. 6 damage out of nowhere. Voyager, Nissa Vital Force is another good one to get. And yeah, so pass the turn back to our opponent. Question is, against green blue, do we fog here? That's my. So we're getting hit for 3, 5, 7, probably about 10. But what they're gonna do, I think we can take 1 more hit, unless he goes for lethal here. Against green blue, I'm not putting him on any sort of burn, and if he puts a pump spell, we can just fog in response. Yeah, so I mean, we want to save our fogs here. We are kind of out of juice in hand, so we might not. These 3 fogs might not have enough to buy us all the way there. So do have to keep this in mind. Okay, 3 energy, so you can only activate 1 once. So, but we did get half our opponents. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, we'll go down. We'll go down here. So then we have 3 fog effects in hand, and we just need to draw good. That's a good draw. In fact, I'm going to do that main phase to try and hit a land drop. Make sure I lead up a green. Good. Take inventory. We do have 1 in the graveyard, so actually I'll take both these cards. We can't take inventory this turn, but we can. Okay, we got 4 cards there. So yeah, our opponent's library is actually almost gone. I'm tempted to take inventory to just try and do it, but there's no need. I've got a bunch of fog effects in hand. So yeah, let's pass it back to them. So we got a good draw here. We got double tutelage with a bunch of card draw to back it up, and so we were never really in danger unless he had like double enchantment removal. But the thing is, although artifacts are more common at the minute, it's harder to fit stuff like Reclamation Sage in your deck because it's just like not really synergistic. Yeah, get out of here. Bang. So I think he's just realised that he's in trouble. And yeah, so this game, I think we actually can just end it next turn. Or get very, very close to anyway. Especially if we hit off take inventory. I could have got dispelled there and just got absolutely destroyed. Maybe I should have played around that. No, it would be more fun to lose the dispel than actually. Okay, so we take inventory again. Okay, we didn't actually hit off it, so we do have to go another turn here. Actually, do we? Unless we don't double hit here, which will be pretty unlucky. We've only double hit once. There we go. We double hit. Game over. So that's how you didn't even need the 2 fogs in hand. I mean, then you can see what I did. I had the green one and the Vexen Skull. I just keep recurring the fog effects. So my opponent was they were in trouble either way there. That was a good hand, good start. Not really much to say. And apparently we broke the game. Okay, there we go. So rank 10. We're a quarter of the way on the glorious road. I'm enjoying Magic Duels. Thank you. But yeah, this is a stupid deck. It's very consistent though in its stupidity. Like you have to get very unlucky to not be able to keep chaining fog effects. Like you run 8 in the deck, and with so much card draw. I did do one game against AI, which I did win, but I didn't find a tutelage till the bottom 20 cards of my deck. But I went the burn pile in that game. I had the Fever Visions plus Dynavolt Tower. But I mean, you're obviously draw dependent. There's 5 win conditions in your deck. If you don't find them, you're just gonna lose. But with so much card draw, you're pretty much unlucky to not be able to get there. This is a stupid deck. I love every second of it. It's so fun just knowing your opponent is completely screwed unless they have enchantment removal. It's like such a matchup deck. Like I would never bring this to a tournament just because everyone they know the win conditions. They know that they need to save like their removal and stuff for certain cards. They can't like Anguish and Making like a Fever Visions. They need to save it for tutelages and stuff. But I don't know. It's fun either way, and we found a game. I don't want to be on the side of the control deck. if we go up against any deck that's not trying to like beat us down, I think we just lose. Like if they're running stuff like counter spells. Oh god, I don't want to imagine it. Like this is just such a like we either are incredible favorites for the game, or there's no chance. There's no middle ground. But it's a fun deck, and Dynavolt Tower is surprisingly fun. I mean, I wouldn't say it's particularly good, and our opponent's gone, but we're going to play this one out just because at low ranks it's hard to find a good game. They even had sleeves, and they rage quit turn 2. Do we keep this? We can Cathartic Reunion? Yeah, we keep this. I'm keeping it essentially for the Cathartic Reunion, because we can discard Kozilek's Return and take inventory and draw 3 cards. So that should be good for us. I mean, I know we don't have any win conditions or anything, but I'm not one to turn down draw 3. And we drew a Lance off the top, but we have to play you. Discard you and Kozilek's Return. So draw 3, and we hit. Okay, there we go. Perfect for lands. Dynavolt Tower win condition. We are gold. Opponents on the Liliana sleeves. Do they have the full basics? So we'll never find out. It looks like they're on Grixis control. So which means okay. Dynavolt Tower's colorless, so it doesn't really matter which land I play. So, bang. Fortunately, we don't really have any card draw yet. I would like to start, because I mean, Dynavolt Tower 5 energy is a lot. You're talking 3 instants to activate it once. But as the stall deck, I'm not too worried here. Opponent misses the 3rd land drop for an 8th Theorist. Well, actually, they haven't missed it yet. They just haven't played it yet. Okay, they do miss the 3rd land drop. Good. Glimmer G is perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better card off the top of my deck. Okay, Red Source. So we have 1 activation already. And I mean, we could kill this creature. That's always an option. But I think I'm feeling the burn strategy this time around. So, because we can beat down with Torrential Gearhulk as well. So, I mean, I still want my fog effects. Obviously, I'm definitely more passive than him, most likely. And he drew the Evolving Wilds for the turn, so Oh no, yeah, you drew the Voldemort to the turn, and then you could only play one spell last turn, so yeah. Okay. So, Glimmer of Genius, and Glimmer of Genius gives us 2 energy, so we can actually get very close to doing it now. I'm not one a bottom win condition, so we'll keep Tutelage on top, and we'll go double win condition here. So we slam down you, and then so now our opponent has to answer both Tutelage and Dynavolt Tower. And we're going to be drawing a bunch of cards next time. We can flash back a Glimmer of Genius, or Kozilek's Return if you really want to get fancy, and then draw 2 more cards, get a bunch more energy. We'll see what they do this turn. They only have single blue, so they can spell Shrivel. That's the only counter spell they have. But I don't know. I'm feeling decent. We've got 2 different win conditions, and okay, I'm feeling terrible now. No, if we can kill that. Can we kill the Alchemist Violin anyway? Of course we can't. We're a terrible deck. Terrible decks aren't meant to be good. Okay, so with 6 mana, yeah, we're just gonna still stick to our original plan, except we might play more. We're definitely going to try and find our fog effects here, because that Spy Network can get out of hand. Okay. Torrential Gearhulk, we can flash back. Yeah, we're going to flash back the draw spell, and yeah, and we're just going to try and keep trying to find fog effects. This might just turn into more of a mill game than a burn game, just because our opponent is kind of. I mean, you need Fever Visions. Fever Visions with the burn spell does go pretty well, but I'm feeling against a control deck, mill is going to be more powerful. Our opponent doesn't attack, so they obviously cheat and know that we have a flash creature in hand. Gotta keep in mind my Kozilek's Return is in the graveyard, which is exactly where I want it, so if I can draw on my big Eldrazi, I can just nuke the board. I want both these actually. Perfect. Yeah, so we're gonna try doing both at the same time, which is not really a good strategy, but I like having, we can go for the mill here, and when we've already got one, they're never going to be able to get under Fever Visions, especially with that Spy Network in play. So, okay, yeah, perfect. We're just going to be able to go off here. So, our opponent. And we're going to Cathartic Reunion, keep up Fog. Don't tap all my energy sources. Discard 2 lands. No, I'm going to discard Radiant Flames. Keep a land. Because I want to be able to cast my big Eldrazi. I know it's more likely I'm going to draw more land off this. Yeah, like that. Okay, good. Let's go nuke them for 3 more here. So the question here is at this point in the game, are we going to win by burning them out or by milling them? That's a run. He stops my creature being able to attack. I'm absolutely devastated. I don't think I'll be able to recover. I think I might just quit YouTube. It's been a pleasure, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. No, I'm absolutely fine with that. I should probably be paying attention while they've got in the deck. We got Jace, a bunch of card draw, yeah, it's like Grixis Artifact Control, which is an interesting idea, but I don't think it's a good matchup. Grixis notoriously struggles with enchantments and artifacts. What did he do there? I didn't even pay attention what that card is. He stole it, you bastard! Okay, no. I'm going to take this hit, and then we can start flogging the turns after. I'm only getting hit for 3 here. Next turn I'm getting hit for like 12. It's a bit of a difference. But bets are on. Can we mill them out? Or can we... I'm tempted to just flashback Cathartic Reunion, to be brutally honest. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can't do that and keep up Fog. But we're also not really in danger of dying, unless he has Burn. We haven't actually seen a single red card from him yet. So he could be running a lot of Burn. Yeah, I don't think there's any. I don't think it's worth it to risk. We can just do that next turn if we want to. We just Fog him this turn. Yeah. Okay, we did just see a red spell. Radiant Flame's not worried about that. So I'm thinking Mill's gonna win out because we've got no instants to cast. But who knows? He's down to 12. He's gonna be down to 10. He's got 20 cards in his library. This is a genuine race. I'm excited to see which one comes out on top. If he has counter spells, actually, I should be really paying attention to see if he has any in his deck. No, he looks very tap out. So that means I do have to be careful. If he does counter a big spell, we might just lose. So, how much are we getting hit for here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't want to go down to 10 in case he just like really like rolling thunders me or firecrafts me. So I'm gonna use my fog effects here. But I'm scared. I should be scared of counter spells. Dynavolt Tower, interesting. Okay, so they're an energy control deck as well, but they just didn't find their win condition. But, how much energy do they have? Okay, definitely now they've got Dynavolt Tower. We want to watch out and not get low, so I'm definitely gonna fog this if the opponent decides to attack, because it didn't attack last time, or the turn before, or whatever. Okay, he does come in. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're only taking 8, we'll go down to 7. No, we can't do it, because if they go look Firecraft and start getting energy, we just die. So yeah. Do that. Then we... This is the tap down now. Do this. So looting lands, we're doing the fog, that's nice. And this is truly the pinnacle of how Magic was drawn up to be. And we've got 3 energy again. No, you need 5 energy, don't you? So, unfortunately we can't ping them this turn, but we can get them down to 7 here if we cast a fog. Glimmer of Genius, okay. This is getting intense. I'm not sure which one's gonna win out. But we're gonna Glimmer of Genius over, do the whole green warden thing I said before. And then don't really want either of these. Maybe I should took the yeah, I don't know. Don't think this is too late for a second tutelage at this point. We pass it back, we nuke them with the okay, so we have 3 fogs in hand, so even a bunch of counter spells isn't going to get them there at this point, and we just hit for 4. So yeah. It looks like, although the race was close, it looks like, unfortunately for everyone who was rooting for Team Burn, it looks like Mill got there in the end. So, I mean, I'm getting cocky and confident, but they, like I said, they could just go like counter spell, now just lose. What the hell is that? Oh god. Okay, they're going to get a lot of value here. That's the Healy's Artistry, which lets you copy an artifact or a creature twice. So he's going to double copy the Torrential Gale, which means he's going to be able to flash back 2 instants of sorceries. Plus he gets Scry 2 here, so this is going to be... Like his Dynavolt Tower is going to get huge here, like with the amount of energy he's going to get. Or he doesn't have any instants in his deck. And that works as well, there's not a single instant in his graveyard in the last 10 cards. Well, I did say it was Grixis tap out control. But alas, this might just be all for naught for our opponent here. But I think we can try and we'll try and set it up so we win with Burn, and we win with Burn plus Mill at the same time, which I think is nice. So I think that'll be nice for everyone involved. So we all won. Everyone who's Team Mill and Team Burn won at the same time. Can we do it? That's the question. Our opponent's dead anyway, so yeah, they're already milled out no matter what we do. So we might as well. Yeah, we're gonna try and do this way. So because we might need this mana. So I mean, Team Mill's going to win, but we're going to try and set it up so Team Burn works as well. Our opponent left, so no beef, I don't think. Okay. So Team Mill won. Getting you for 5. Crap, we don't have an instant. Okay. Oh, it's okay, it's fine. We go green 1. And we fetch back a fog. So this is going to be truly spectacular. And then we pass it back to them. No, actually, yeah, we can't even. Yeah, we can't get to their turn. But we have to. Yeah, okay. I think I can do this. So yeah. No, yeah, I've lost track. I'm getting stressed. Okay. So it goes to their upkeep, and then on their upkeep, we fog. No, we can't do it. No, Dynamo Tower is tapped. Oh. Sorry, everyone. Looks like Team Mill won. Half failed, but we could have burned them out. That's all that matters. But yeah, that's Team Mill. That's truly the greatest deck to gift this ladder, and I'm God's gift to Magic. That's all I've really got to say. And we didn't even manage to do that quest. That's just heartbreaking. But yeah, we're gonna call it quits there because I am honestly surprised this deck managed to chain 2 wins together without running into a single bit of enchantment removal. So I'm a bit shocked now, and I need to calm myself down. So on that bombshell, thank you guys for watching. I will see you later.